I am continuing my look through Chapter 3 here, the Jeff Minter story, Light Fantastic. Finished off the last video with Colour Space. Psychedelia, Mama Llama and Colour Space were on display at this unidentified computer show from mid-1985. Everywhere that Jeff went, the Llamasofties were sure to go. The British computer shows of the 1980s were like family reunions for Jeff and his loyal fans. Video there. Not playing the videos here in this series. Battle Axe. Undeterred by the mixed critical reception for Mama Llama, Jeff continued to create complex experimental computer games. Battle Axe was actually made up of 6 different mini-games that the player could swap between at any time, bringing back various gameplay elements and characters from previous releases. Fast load, Chrome tape, there it is for the Commodore 64, 128 compatible. Battle Axe. Joystick required. An option to play for this. There's the 6 mini games there. You've got bullets, kill enemies and kick your ship backwards. You've got blast the onslaught of Mutant Camels in AMC2. Match the on-screen patterns to light the pyramid. Paint the corridors colourfully by running on them. Stop the spheres by changing the velocity of the squares, or take a break with a light synthesizer, so Psychedelia included in Battle Axe. So you can select the level there, you can select the game. Pyramid. No idea what I'm doing. This is the second game. Weird stuff. Sippy on the run. Next game. No idea what I'm doing. Very weird. I got a score of 0, so I guess I'm not doing it right. Taking the Mutant Camels. Whoa, hey. Did I do it? I don't get it. What the? Oh, crazy stuff. Battle Axe. The PCW Show 1985. The popular Computer World Computer Show held at the Olympia Exhibition Centre in London let Llamasofties get hands on with Battle Axe and Capture Space. Pictured. Oh, there's more. Yak's Progress was a single cassette tape release that collected 8 of Jeff's Commodore 64 titles into one package, again with extensive liner notes that describe the behind-the-scenes history of each game. Jeff notes that the games began as simple, sometimes in his opinion inferior VIC-20 conversions, that soon grew more complex to take advantage of the C64's capabilities. Yak's Progress. In the beginning was the screen, and the screen was blank. Commodore moved upon the face of the screen, saying, "Let there be sprites." These 8 games are a record of my progress with the Commodore 64. So what he had on there was AMC, Attack of the Mutant Camels, Matrix, Laser Zone, RMC, Revenge of the Mutant Camels, Sheep in Space, Metagalactic Llamas, and Cipital Hoverbother. Minter interviewed. The January 1986 issue of Zap featured a lengthy interview with Jeff in which he discussed the Mama Llama controversy, as well as his broader views on the changes in the games industry, which he saw as continuing to shut out small developers like himself, who wanted to sell their independently created games at low prices. Slay it with flowers. So you can zoom in on that. And it's quite readable. The Zap 64 Christmas Special of 1985. The Mentor interview. Light shows. You seem to use Compunet quite a lot. Ah, the old times. Have you used Micronet? Atari ST. The summer of 1985 brought a pair of competing high-end 16-bit computers, the ST from Atari and the Amiga from Commodore. Although Jeff had been a devoted Commodore user since the days of the PET, he found himself more attracted to the ST as a development platform and quickly set about creating a new generation of games for Atari's new machine. Right there. Color space came to the ST. With the ST's significant jump in graphic resolution and on-screen colors, it made sense to Jeff to quickly create a version of color space for the ST. Jeff launched the game on February 10th, 1986, with a music and light show at the iconic London Planetarium. There. The 8th issue of Llamasoft's fan newsletter, The Nature of the Beast, covered the launch party for Color Space's Atari ST version, alongside a preview of Llamasoft's next game, Llamasoft Alpha. That's Nature of the Beast. Newsletter. Oh, we played Mercenary. Compunet. Llamasoft Alpha. Jeff's next Commodore 64 game was a new twist on the scrolling shoot 'em up, in which the player controlled two different crafts on the top and bottom of the screen, transferring energy between. it was this Llamasoft Houston release. Free poster with this game. Cassette box. Got the option to play it. Instruction manual is there. I bet you can't get the free poster anymore. That might opportunity might have been gone. See, when games came with detailed instructions. Move up, you move down, you move left, you move right, you fire, and you view map. Oh, screen flash. You got two screens. And it's weird as hell. Just a quick look. It's weird as hell. No idea what I'm doing, and I don't know what screen I should be looking at. With the Commodore VIC-20 winding down in the marketplace and some of Llamasoft's games having gone out of print, it released a compilation cassette called Viva Vic. Notable here are the liner notes, which comprise a historical look back at the importance of the VIC-20, as well as Jeff's thoughts on each of the 8 games, which was here, the VIC-20 collection. Having achieved international success and widespread recognition as a game developer, Jeff now took the next logical step, moving out of his parents' house and into a little house in a beautiful and peaceful valley in the middle of nowhere in West Wales, where he lived until 1994. Introduced in 1984, the Commodore 16 was a low-powered, low-cost computer intended to replace the aging VIC-20, but not the more expensive, more capable Commodore 64. While it flopped in the US, the platform sold well in Europe, and Llamasoft released a few C16 versions of its games in 1986 and 1987. That's the Commodore 16. Void Runner, the third entry in the Gridrunner series, was originally released on Commodore 16, but was soon ported to other platforms. The centipede-inspired gameplay was still in place, with the new twist being that the player now controlled an array of 4 different ships. It's Void Runner. Choice to play it. It's weird. It's fast. That'll be a game over. In this issue of the Llamasoft newsletter, Jeff discusses Redis Alpha and Void Runner, as well as several upcoming projects, including a new light synthesizer, Color Space 2. Right there. So that's included here. The beasts are back. Chosen stuff. Jeff's final Commodore 64 game was a return to the giant marching beasties that first marked Llamasoft as a maker of profoundly weird experiences. Revenge 2 kept the original game's basic gameplay while adding a level select grid reminiscent of, but less complex, than Mama-Llama's strategy board. It's Revenge 2. Got the option to play it. Return of the Mutant Camels. Weird as always. With familiar sprites as enemies. Choose a weapon. Ah! That was Revenge of the Mutant Camels 2. While Jeff usually completed his projects within a matter of weeks or months, he spent an entire year developing Trippotron, the most complex, fully featured light synthesizer ever developed by Llamasoft. In addition to letting users generate color patterns with the joystick, Trippotron incorporated a full scripting language that performers could use to craft practically whatever custom light effects they could imagine. Developers, artists, critics, and Jeff himself discussed the unique aesthetics that run throughout the history of Llamasoft's game library video. While Jeff was happier than ever with his games in light synths, the troubles that he had long been brewing under the surface with independent game development were about to come for Llamasoft. A tempestuous time was ahead. But for that, it is going to be, of course, Chapter 4 of The Tempest. See you next time.